Hi, this is Marcel of Marcel on Tech, and today I'm talking about currently one of my favorite folding phones, which is the Honor V2 Magic. But today I'm going to talk about why you might not want to consider getting this device and what are the problems with it. If you've already seen some of my videos or you're already subscribed, you may have seen that I've already published a video on the 5 reasons why you should consider this device. But today, and on this one, I'm talking about why you might not want to consider it. Okay, so now, I already did mention that one of the strength factors of this device are the cameras, but it's also one of the weaknesses because it is not flagship level. Unfortunately, as with all manufacturers, they seem to put the price up, but they save money on the camera quality. They're not yet using the flagship devices. The OnePlus Fold is the OnePlus Open is the only device that appears to have more flagship chips and camera tech within it, but this one does not. However, that does not mean that you're going to take bad videos or camera photos with this camera. The video quality is a little bit let down. When it has the right environment and the right setting, it can isolate and fix on an individual really, really well, and it suddenly jumps and sparks into life. But there is a little bit of inconsistency. I haven't yet done a full camera review. If you'd like to see that, put a comment below. But the camera, for my liking, has taken really good stills, but at the same time, it's not quite at the quality and the HDR popping that I would expect from a flagship device. So the jury's still not completely convinced by the fact that with the camera that's inside this device. As I've already mentioned, this does have last year's chipset. So some people will love what that won't matter to some people. For 95% of people, that won't matter. For 5% of people who might consider this, it will be a deal breaker because it simply hasn't got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which was available or released this year. It has the Gen 2 edition, but I've had no slowdown whatsoever, but that might be a bit of a deal breaker for you. So that might be the case. Now, one of the third reason why you might not want to consider this device is that it has no wireless charging. Now, I was a little bit disappointed by that. The reason I was disappointed was because I have wireless set up in most places. So my current daily driver, although I am daily driving this device at the moment, I have wireless docks set up in various locations, but this one unfortunately is not compatible with it. So it doesn't make any difference whether or not I put it on there. And apparently, according to Honor, they didn't want to put wireless charging because they wanted to minimize the size as much as possible because it is ridiculously thin, and reduce the weight and size, and therefore not put in a wireless coil. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. But nonetheless, that is missing. However, wired charging is quick. So when I purchased it, it came with a 66-watt charging brick and cable, which basically charges this bad boy up in 40 minutes, which is fantastic. And if you've watched my other video, you will see how good the battery life is as well. So they're plus and minus, but the wireless charging was a bit of a downer. Now, Honor is also one of those companies that is not known, and the fourth reason, Honor is known for not necessarily providing software updates as quickly as it perhaps could. So there's a strong possibility that this won't get the security updates as quickly as it could or should, like some of the Samsungs and of course the Google phones. But this is still running on Android 13. It will probably get the Android 14 in very, very shortly, but there is no schedule for that yet. So it's a bit of a shame that it's not obviously running off the same base information or the base software, and also it's running, of course, Magic OS 7.2, which is okay. I'm still getting to grips with some of it. Most of it, 90% of it is very usable, well put together. I actually like it a lot. There are some things that are missing that definitely should be here, like certain automations. And automations are extremely useful, particularly in One UI, for example. One UI has a fantastic way of allowing you to automate certain actions on your phone, like automatically going into airplane mode at night, etc. And that is something that's not yet baked into this, which is a shame, and it should be. Then, of course, the final reason, the fifth and final reason that might be a deterrent for the majority of people is the price. obviously this device is extremely expensive. So it's 2,000 euros if you're in the Eurozone, 1,600 if you're in the UK, pounds. But if you buy it with a discount voucher, you can obviously get it slightly cheaper. I got 300 euros off. Plus I got a bunch of free gifts. If you watch my unboxing video, you'll see exactly all the things I got, which was really impressive. But it is very, very expensive still. That's a lot of money. 1,700 euros is a lot of money to spend on a phone, but it does come with extras and it does have some very special features to it as well. So the obvious thing in finale, as a bonus, will be the test of time. And the test of time will always be the crease down the middle. Because of course that is going to be the weakest point. It is the point at which most foldable devices begin to fail, and we've seen that in some of the older Samsungs, that's already begun to happen. We haven't seen that happen in the Fold 5, which is good, and we haven't seen many reports of it happening in the OnePlus Open as well. So that's really good news. The technology is evolving. Let's hope they've also incorporated that into this amazing device. At this moment in time, I still love it. I'm absolutely in love with this device. I think it's really, really good, but I'm still going to be reviewing it more and more. And again, if there's anything in particular you want me to assess, put a comment below. I'd really appreciate it. Again, don't forget to sub. Check out my other videos on the top 5 reasons why you should consider this device. And I'll see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye-bye for now.